Welcome to this Red Jacket Speakers Showcase Roundtable. I'm Ian Bratt, the speech doctor, and today I'm in conversation with Viv Vermaak. But first, a bit about me. I help speakers, managers, and executives to make high-impact business presentations so that they can connect better with their colleagues and customers, thus increasing profits. So, Viv, over to you. Tell us, what's the key theme or idea that you speak about?
Thank you very much, Ian. I present as the dismotivational speaker. Yes, you heard right, the dismotivational speaker. So dismotivational speaking isn't demotivation, it's not unmotivation, it's a lateral shift. So what I do is I deconstruct the harmful myths of motivational speaking and I replace it with a reality check, common sense, and humor. So in essence, I would say that like you are a speech doctor, I am a complexity coach and I'm a reality check expert. So I help people move away from this damaging idea that they are filled with unlimited potential. And if they just follow a specific recipe, that they will eventually end up in a place of happiness and success. And life, unfortunately, is a lot more complicated than that. And I approach it from that idea. And I help them be more comfortable with messy middles, dirty endings. And I help them sit with complexity in authenticity, curiosity, and laughter.
Great, that was very interesting. So why is this important now?
We are now in a pan-epidemic of self-worth issues in our universe, so from the young to the old. So our generation Z, they're called the anxious generation, and the anxiety they have is now termed by social psychologists success anxiety. Am I good enough? Am I successful enough? So this is what's defining our young people. In our older people, Generation X, and just below them, the millennials, they're sitting with a midlife crisis, a self-worth problem, and in between everybody has impostor syndrome. So how is this possible in an era where technically we are better off than ever before? We have more money, we have more resources, we have more access to safety, because we're sitting in an existential crisis of self-worth issues. And the analysis, if you look at it, it's really an expectation problem, that we have an expectation versus reality problem. And that's where I come in, to help people with a reality check. And we have to start being honest that the relentless pursuit of excellence has become the problem, not the solution. You know, people always come to me, I don't know if I'm good enough, don't know if I'm good enough. Well, compared to what? Compared to whom? So my message is, stop worrying whether you're good enough, okay? You probably average, sorry to tell you this, you probably average like the rest of us, but average is enough. Show up as you are, not as you could or should be, not an idealized version of yourself. Show up as you are. And I teach people and I help them how to have the audacity to be average in the world where being normal is a sin.
That's a great message. Thanks, Viv. So which audiences benefit most from your work?
I rely a lot on neuroscience, evolutionary psychology, applied mathematics, and social psychology. So people of above average intelligence appear to be attracted to the way I approach things, but with this above average intelligence comes often a below average capacity to apply to normal lives. So I speak often to the people who feel that they have failed themselves in some way, and I help them just to reposition it. I do zoom in, zoom out exercises, they're perspective exercises. So I help you zoom completely into your own life and all the minutiae of your neurology and psychology, and then we zoom out into the vast expanse of the universe. And somewhere between the two, you'll find a place in the middle that will help you get a sense of reality. A lot of what I do is also expectation management. So that's the real thing, to balance what we expect of ourselves and what reality is. And this applies to weight loss equally as to expectations of money, success, and status.
Wonderful, wonderful. And why now and why you?
Why me? Well, somebody has to tell you, might as well be me. We live in a time of huge changes and massive paradigms are shifting. And I think this is probably one of them. What got us up to here won't take us into the future. So we have to start challenging everything we've understood about the way we've been thinking about it. And one of the areas is motivational speaking and the potential damage it can do. Because when you position people an elevated expectation of themselves, they're always disappointed. When you approach it from a more realistic sense, you get people who are more curious, who are more authentic, who are less depressed, and they're easier to get along with. So I found for myself, when I followed my own advice, I can now heal relationships in my family, and I'm more productive since I've had the courage to be average.
Thank you very much, Viv. For more conversations like this, centered around the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, connect with our Reg Speaker Jacket Showcase series and discover more expert voices sharing messages that matter.